and father. Still, cup of tea. So, are you ready to see your first act tonight?
Yeah!
Good. So keep that going for the wonderful, the inimitable, Chris Newton. Ladies and gentlemen. Cool, well, much like Peter, I'm English. I'm also doing a range of emotions from nervous to nervous. I want to start my set by asking you guys a question. So did any of you have any trouble getting here tonight? Or, more specifically, did any of you expats have any trouble telling any Dutch people where you were going to? No, just me. I'm going to carry on with this one because I think you will recognise it. I have a conversation, it seems to happen to me every day I'm here in Amsterdam. It goes something like this. So I say to the Dutch person says to me actually, where are you going tonight? I say, the Kraaier. They say, where? I say, the Kraaier. They say, where? I say, the Kraaier, the meat pie. They turn to me and say, oh, you mean the Kraaier? They repeat the same bloody word back to you. You haven't just said it 5 times. This isn't going to turn into an anti-Dutch rant. I do actually quite like the Dutch, and I have integrated. Yes, I have got myself a Dutch girlfriend. She's called Liefje. Basically, earlier this year, Liefje actually asked me to move in with her. So into her flat. Which is kind of cool. And everything's been brilliant, to be honest with you, but every relationship when you move in together, I think you have a few hurdles you've got to overcome. And one of those hurdles is actually that trip to IKEA. He's been through it, he looks really miserable. Okay, so actually, the funny thing is that going to IKEA with Liefje is actually quite a lot of fun. It's fun for 3 reasons. The first is, Liefje hates IKEA. So that kind of need to endlessly compare 15 different coloured versions of what is essentially the same shit doesn't happen. Furthermore, the walk through the showroom becomes more of a race to the checkout. It's like doing a saw course without the mud. She's clambering over beds, she's weaving between storage units, I'm struggling to keep up. In fact, the only thing that catches her out is IKEA's version of the roadside bomb, or the improvised explosive device. I think you know I'm referring to small children. However, when I say they catch her out, it's a bit of an exaggeration. They just get in her way momentarily. And she's gone there, left on the floor crying. She's disappeared into some maze of wardrobes, and I'm left to pick up the pieces. But it still makes IKEA fun. The second reason why IKEA is awesome with Liefje is because she's Dutch. Now, if there's one word, one phrase, much loved Dutch phrase that you can repeat ad infinitum while you wander around IKEA, it's the kind of phrase that brings yelps of excitement from your Dutch colleagues, pricked up ears, congratulatory pats on the back. I think you all know the phrase I'm referring to. Yes, it's goedkoop. Now, goedkoop, according to my Liefje, means value for money. According to me, it means one thing. Cheap. Now, in England, cheap's a derisory word. It refers to something tacky, of low quality, occasionally a girl that gives out very easily. Seldom is cheap celebrated, other than maybe by the geezer that gets given out to. IKEA's like the utopia of goedkoop. So while Liefje actually hates IKEA itself, she loves everything in it. It's fun to do that. The third reason why IKEA is brilliant with Liefje, I can best illustrate by telling you guys a story. So to set the scene, we've gone there, we decided we want to get a sofa bed. And we've agreed before our pre-match talks that we're going to try and get in and out of there in just under 13 minutes. So the sliding doors go back and we dart off up those stairs at the front, 2, sometimes 3 stairs at a time. And we run through the bedroom section, we run through the kitchen section, and we get there. Panting, we throw ourselves on the bedinge. That's the sofa bed, by the way. It hurts. Remember, goedkoop means cheap. When's cheap ever going to buy you a sofa bed you can sink into? So we think, other than the pain, job done, this is good. And then we notice one problem. Yes, the bedinge comes in many forms, or to be precise, the lavas, the habit, the merbo, and the resmo. Of course, I am talking about the thickness of the mattress when you flip it out into a bed. Now, I turn to Leafy and I say, which one should we go for? And she does a quick scan of the information tags, picks out the love as the most could cope, and therefore third choice. And then turns back to me and she says, let's go for the love as. And then at that time I spot my opportunity and I say, what? And she says, let's go for the love as. I say, what? She says, let's go for the love as. And then in the calmest voice possible I say, oh, you mean the love as? Yes! Get in. That's for all the times you and your helpful country folk failed to understand a Dutch word uttered by me and my country folk and then repeated it back to us like we're idiots speaking gibberish. We're not idiots, we're just trying to bloody integrate. Thank you. I've been Christian.